Good morning and salutations, YouTube. It's me, the Commissioner, back at you guys again with another before work video. Today, or for me, right now, this trending topic that's been going around has been the DJ Akademiks versus LeBron James. So just to pretty much get you caught up if you're not caught up, apparently Drake had dropped a freestyle a few weeks ago called The Fighting Irish, which was kind of like a song that was just, or not even a song, a leak that was geared towards the betrayed feeling that Drake was feeling when the whole him versus Kendrick thing was going on. And it was geared towards LeBron because he felt as if LeBron should have been, backing him, or at least not publicly supporting Kendrick during the beef. And there was a line there that referred to LeBron James's public image and possible signs of infidelity. Nothing has been confirmed. Nobody stepped forward. It was just, a bar there that kind of got the internet thinking like, yo, what's going on? Because as you may or may not know, LeBron James is revered as one of the most or more squeaky clean, family-facing athlete there is. At this current time, he is the #1 American athlete across the board. He's a household name, and he's been like that for the last probably like 20 years or so. So the issue comes about when DJ Akademiks. So first I heard that Drake had given Akademiks some faulty information as far as the whole scandal or the potential scandal with LeBron James and infidelity. And it came out with one of Drake's affiliate that the information that was given to Akademiks was faulty, and that there isn't any salacious news out there involving multiple women in Canada with Drake and LeBron James. And in like crash out fashion, Akademiks got online and started to not only double down but triple down that he had sources or people that were willing to step up and testify, stating that LeBron James did in fact step out on his wife Savannah James on multiple occasions. And on top of that, it was also facilitated by Drake, which now has gotten Akademiks in deeper water, because now the narrative is that he's not only is he trying to snitch on LeBron James, but indirectly it gets Drake implicated into a shadier situation, which involves trafficking of the feminine gender. So now that we're here with this kind of stuff, it got me thinking, it got me really thinking on Akademiks and the motive behind him tripling down on this particular subject matter. It seems like, okay, a person like Akademiks, he has no grace when it comes to putting out faulty information. For a person of his stature and tenure, since he's been doing this for quite some time, a lot of people hold whatever information that he puts out to the public to be something that was at least thoroughly researched. And there is, if it's not thoroughly researched, there should be a base of information that can be proved once people start to step up, and there has to be some level of truth to it. But for him to crash out like this, I just start to think like, okay, what is the purpose? Are you upset that somebody that was your #1 source when it came to anything regarding his career, Drake, has slowly, or not even slowly, but has publicly started to kind of pull himself away from you, and now you're only getting information from third-party sources or alleged friends or alleged inside people, and no longer from the I guess the cash cow himself. You know, with Rory and Maul being the other half of that show, with his ties to Drake being even tighter, and him saying certain informations that has also been proven false. If you go back to the Super Bowl allegations, him stating that the Super Bowl has offered Drake multiple opportunities to perform at the halftime show, and they came out and said that was total false. That's a total lie. You know, like what's Akademiks' deal about it? A lot of people are starting to discuss, and even myself, about a particular like bro code. Like, hey man, like why are you actively trying to start a issue in that particular household? Like, what do you have to gain? And even right now, like, I still don't see the upside of him challenging one of the hottest and if not prolific NBA player out there in their social prime. You know, we're not even talking about athletics. We're just talking about just his social presence. You know, like, he doesn't really get in the way of too many things, and he plays it quite safe. So for you to even step out of your body and do something like this, in my opinion, which is unprovoked, and on top of that, you weren't even a factor, because originally this was supposed to be between Drake and LeBron James. Like what is your end goal? Personally, I think this is very kind of, well, I would have, so the bar with Akademiks is set pretty low, but I think this is very unbecoming of him. You're kind of almost entering like a blog, like a gossip column-y, lipstick alley, shade room type of vibe. And, you know, a lot of people used to come to you. I mean, I used to go to him just for, you know, like credible hip hop inside news. And now you're losing that foothold that you once had in the social media realm. You know, a lot of people now come to you for the tea, for the unhinged remarks, and it's looking like a candle that's burning bright before it eventually fades out. And to be honest, man, I want better from you. You know, we already don't, in my opinion, we already don't have a lot of positive black role models out there. And for you to go out of your way to do that to one of the few that we do have, it's just, it seems dirty, man. You know, you know, you could look at some of the comment sections and Reddit posts. It's putting a very bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And like I said, a lot of people really didn't hold you in for high moral standards, but this is kind of like a new low, you know? Like, you got a lot of people looking at you with the super side eye. But it's like, bro, like, why, like even right now, I'm trying to think, like, all right, maybe there's a whole nother side to this, and him releasing this kind of information, it helps somebody to a certain degree. But listen, you don't know the relationship between LeBron and his wife. You don't know if there are particular loopholes, not even loopholes, but circumstances where either both of them or just him in general are allowed to have like extramarital affairs. And as long as it doesn't come to light and it's not with a certain demographic, or if it just doesn't, you know, compromise the brand of the James family in a whole, like, you don't know of what they got going on. So why do you feel like that? I mean, I would rather gear this towards Drake, but now that you've picked up the mantle of this BS, why do you feel that it's something that you need to say out loud? Because at the end of the day, it's none of your business, man. You know, the same thing like with the Travis Hunter relationship. Whatever they got going, it's really none of y'all business. You know, I mean, as long as every person that is participating in these affairs are consenting adults, and there's no malicious intent that's causing harm to somebody, what's the point? You know, and and if Savannah doesn't know about it, and it does come to light that some of these are true, then she has all rights to handle it in any way that she seems fit. But until that day comes, bro, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Like report on something that's like report worthy. You know? So, LeBron's done a really good job, or at least his team has done a really good job of not giving this any kind of validity and not, you know, publicly saying something to kind of just sully his name, because he's a big entity, and for him to just sit here and get dirty with all the mud throwing and all the mud slinging, he's above that, and I respect him for that. But best believe things are happening in the background. I do not see that he is just sitting here lying down and taking things, on the chin. I really think that there's people that are probably not even directly being instructed by him, but are working on his behalf. They're going to start to step to some of these people with some of this nonsense, and they're going to snuff this whole flame out. I don't know if they'll shake him down to the point where he'll make a public apology, but he's going to probably have to pump his brakes with some of the nonsense that he's been saying, because at the end of the day, you can't play with somebody's name like that, especially a married man, to his high school sweetheart. They got 3 kids. Like, you're going to have to slow that down, partner. You got to, like, if this was on some like everyday layman's situation, like on some, like, I don't want to call it street, but on your average Joe type situation, yeah, man, these are grounds to get stomped out. I don't care who you are. You got, especially if it's false, you got to get stomped out. You got to, because it's not as if I'm doing this because I don't like you, because I don't like you because of the comment. It's for the other little people that are watching you, and they might feel emboldened to go out and try the same stunt if I don't give you a pow-pow. So I gotta give you the biggest pow-pow so they know, all right, let me slow down, because he beat the brakes off that dude for just saying that, and I'm not trying to have that happen to me. So I'm pretty sure that some lawyers are getting some of the gears turned, and they're really gonna apply the pressure on LeBron, because Drake never specified a name. He never said a name, so he could have attached this label onto anybody or any entity that fits the description. But for you to come out and start putting names with locations and potential faces, nah, man, that's a whole nother ball game. But I guess only time will tell. So I'm gonna be following this story, probably not a lot, I'm hoping that it does kind of die down, but if it doesn't, I'll come back with my general opinion on it. But until then, rate, comment, subscribe. The views are slowly going up, and I'm happy that you guys are just tuning in. Subscribe, because like I said, I want to grow this community as much as possible. I had a video that I was supposed to post a couple weeks ago, but I'm having issues with the editing and whatnot. But eventually I'm going to start putting out different types of content, just testing the waters to see what I can do to make this channel grow. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. All right, the commissioner out.